Is it happening?
It
Is it doing a thing? I'm looking. No idea what's going on.
No idea. Cold-blooded.
There's a little live button down here. Let me click on that. Oh, hey. That's us.
Is it us? Are we live?
I think we're live. Is this now? When is this? When will then be now?
I don't know, but I think I'm getting some feedback. Are you hearing that too?
I think that's because April's playing hers over there loud enough that she can hear it, and we're picking it up over here.
Oh, yes. I got a text from Rachel. It says, "Why are we not dumping yet?" But now I can tell.
Oh my goodness.
We're full on dumping right now.
Yes, tell Rachel there is a dump in progress.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is just weird. What if I... All right, turn that
So
audio
is this
off.
even weirder than when you normally do it? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, this is very, very strange.
Really?
And I'm really not sure how to even process this. Because there's people watching already. What the
if
hell?
you haven't figured it out yet, John's crashing the dump.
This is very, very strange. All right, now I got to turn this down. Hey, there we go. I'll watch it on my phone and comment or respond to comments there. Rachel's here for the dump. Tony's here. Joe Middaugh is here. Of course, Joe's here. It just ain't a party without Joe. First things first. Got to get down to business, right?
Brass tacks.
Got to start sipping the mug.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you bring a mug, John?
I sure did.
Where's your mug?
It's right here.
I'm not even sure how I should be watching this. I am so confused.
Well, you should probably be watching what I'm doing live so you can react to that.
I have no,
and then
I don't even know what window
and
that
then
is.
just watch the comments. And then just watch the comments. There's so many windows right now.
There's so many things open, I'm lost. I'm going to close this one and try to pin this down. Which one is this? I think this is the chat. So this should be live. Almost. Nothing is live. Everything is like just a little bit off. You know what? Kill the screen share.
Jim,
we don't need that.
You don't want You don't want the screen share?
No.
That's too much for you? Okay.
I can't handle that. It's freaking me out, man. There we go.
So Jim's asking who this guy is and why he's not wearing a Hawaiian shirt. That's a valid question. I don't know why I'm not wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, cue that soundbite I gave you.
Cue the soundbite. We're ready for it? Okay.
Yeah. Because that's what everybody's asking. In the immortal words of Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Hey, good job queuing that up on time.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I didn't hear it. Did you do it?
Well, I did it. I don't know if it went through.
I don't think it came through.
You don't think it came through?
Too many buttons. He's confused.
There's a lot going on, you know. I mean, it's
this is interesting. When I watch it on the phone this way, I can see who's watching. Like Mike Wolf hasn't said anything yet, but I can see him. My goodness. Maura Quaglin is watching. I'm so sorry. Tim Debris is here. My brother's here giving you a hard time about not wearing a Hawaiian shirt. That's a valid point. You're out of uniform.
I am.
Mike saying
I fully admit to that. Absolutely.
Tony said you could hear it. Jimmy's saying there's an echo. All right, guys. So here's the deal. Trying obviously a new format for the brain dump. The plan is for this to be a little more professional and to be able to record it and post it on YouTube and all those good things. This kind of sucks. Why? All right, figure out why we're getting feedback, John.
Figure out why we're getting
feedback.
Everybody's like yelling about the echo.
Let me see.
I have no idea because
there's no sound in here that would create feedback. I don't think.
All right, let me crash a couple more windows then.
Yeah.
Are we still
getting it?
I did make
an adjustment to the audio level, so
that might have taken care of it.
The phone's off all the way, so that shouldn't be, like, the volume is toast. So it shouldn't be my phone. I get away with doing that all the time. All right, somebody tell me if we're still getting that bad echo. You're recording in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a second for the adjustment to come through.
How loud are the headphones? Let me turn the headphones down and see if that'll...
Yeah,
Tony says the echo stopped. So there you go. Whatever you did, John, I think fixed it.
Cheers.
All right, there we go. Bueno. All right.
Wait, do I get to play the mug game too? Or is that your thing?
Hell yeah. You want to play the mug game?
Okay.
What are you going to give away?
I don't know. What do I have that someone might want?
I don't know, but listen, if you're playing the mug game, you got to have something to give.
All right. How about a ticket to Safe Conference?
A free ticket to SafeCon?
Yeah, let's do it.
That sounds phenomenal. So for those of you just tuning in, we're trying to set this up in a more professional manner, using different streaming services to do whatever the hell this thing does. And then improve your overall experience. So this is going to go from just being a Friday night Facebook Live video to an actual pseudo podcast kind of thing that we'll post on YouTube in addition to Facebook. And hopefully we start doing something a little more intelligent than what we've been doing. And it'll actually be a little bit of a resource for you. What do you think, fellers and ladies? I think there's a couple of ladies watching, right?
It is a blue mic cover.
Here's a wifey.
I'm former.
Jimmy covets your blue mic cover.
I am the host of the Bear Arms Show, and if you've ever watched the Bear Arms Show, you'll know that our panda wears a blue shirt, and the theme colors for Bear Arms is blue.
To answer Conor McGregor's question, for those of you who are freaking new, this is John Willett from the Bear Arms Show. He's also the brains behind NJ SafeCon, which is happening in September in Princeton, New Jersey.
September 23rd.
How much are tickets, John? September 23rd, 2017. It's a Saturday. Be there or shut the hell up about the problems in New Jersey.
Or be square. You don't want to be a square.
Yeah, John's good peeps. Cody's here. Oh, Tony's putting out guesses already. Tony says John is drinking rum and coke and Sean is drinking apple pie moonshine. No points on my end. That is not what I'm drinking.
It's close, but it's not correct.
Boom. So, as usual, it's been a crappy week at my day job. April's complaining that, you know what, go get headphones or something, eh? Oh, brother.
Just have her swing on down to our place. You can watch it with Rach. And
yeah, there you go. Yeah. Go watch at the neighbor's house. She's going to kill me. So SafeCon in September, right? Tell us what SafeCon is, John.
So
for the new people who don't know.
Safe Conference is an educational forum, an annual event, if you will. The purpose of it is to provide education to those of us in the gun rights community about the Second Amendment itself, about firearms, about advocacy, and it's an opportunity to meet and network with leading legal experts, state leaders. We get some national two-way voices there, as well as leading advocates. And it's an opportunity for us to all come together, form like a foundational common base of knowledge that we're able to work from, and to network with each other so that our efforts as a community can be stronger in reforming New Jersey's gun laws.
Okay. So for someone who's never attended, there are speakers, there are panels, there are vendors. You've got, is it still the 2-room format? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, this year we'll have the ballroom where the speakers and the panels will be presented from, and then outside the ballroom, there's a lobby, and the lobby will be the location for our exhibits.
Okay. Who's exhibiting this year?
Oh man, I have a list.
Rattle off a few off the top of your head.
I'm going to mention this right now. We have more sponsors this year than we've ever had. We have grown in our number of sponsors exponentially. Okay. So I'm going to start from the top down sponsor wise, like levels. Okay. And platinum sponsor, we have ANGRPC. Makes sense. They're the biggest gun rights organization in the state. And they want, they want their position at the conference to be commensurate with that. So they went with the platinum sponsorship. Basically, I always had gold and silver, and they said we want to do more than that. So we hooked them up. We said, okay, we'll make a platinum.
Good.
At the gold level, we have Gun for Hire, who's Anthony's been a huge supporter of the conference since the inception. In fact, I often think of him as a co-creator, because the conference was founded based off of messages over Facebook with Anthony saying, hey, if NRA annual meeting's never going to come here, if the gun rights policy conference is never going to come to New Jersey, why don't we do our own? And Anthony messaged me back and said, you should do that. And that's not what I had in mind, but I felt compelled that I should.
Well, you got to be careful, because you come up with a good idea, and it's how you end up volunteered for things.
That's right. You know how that feels.
If you can't handle a celebration, don't do anything awesome.
We have Henry Repeating Arms is back. They've been a sponsor with us since year one. U.S. Law Shield is back.
They're good.
We also have NRA, who's been with us since the first year. And those will make up our goal. Oh, Gun Sitters is going to be sponsoring us again. They've moved up to a gold tier sponsorship. Then we have our silver sponsors. We get into New Century. They have an ID theft product that they're going to be exhibiting. J. Moore and Company is a silver sponsor. Rock Training, Printing to Go, Modern Material, Dr. Gianni Pirelli, who spoke last year. Company that just signed up today, Precision Dent LLC. And those make up our silver sponsors. So, just the most organizations that we've had, and that's not even getting to exhibitors. We're gonna have a bunch of exhibitors who aren't sponsoring the conference, but they're gonna be there, and that's CNJFO and more organizations like that. Purely Water is going to be one of our exhibitors. The Libertarian Party is going to be there for New Jersey. So just a bunch of fantastic organizations, the most we've ever had as far as sponsors and exhibitors put together, and really fantastic turnout. And you'll notice the list of names I'm giving you. It's not a bunch of gun-related businesses. These are organizations. A lot of them are businesses that don't have a connection in their business to firearms, but the people who run them have a connection to firearms, and they want to express their support for our community and connect with us. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's the coolest thing.
Well, and I think that's a key thing anytime you're looking for sponsors in anything. And I did a lot of with the teams I sponsor through BBR, like paintball teams and stuff. I tell them all the time, look, if you're drinking bottled water, approach that company about sponsoring your team. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to be directly related to what you're doing. Companies are always looking for the opportunity to advertise to different markets. And I think it just makes good sense that you've got some diversity there. I know that's Tony's word, and we try not to use it without him, but he's here, so it's okay.
No, I'm a huge fan of that. I do want to note the Jack and Coke is so close. You're right on the cusp of that, Tim.
On the Coke part?
You know, if you say Coke, I figure cola is cola, whether it's Pepsi or Coke. So I think I might have given that fair. Side up.
Okay. So there's something mixed in with your cola.
There is something mixed in there with my Pepsi.
With your RC Cola.
What? Right.
You've tainted your Shasta. Okay.
I used to drink Shasta, man.
Everybody did. You had to. College is expensive.
No, as a kid, my parents would buy.
So that's the long and short of SafeCon. John's going to stick around because he's actually the one running the stream until I learn how to use this freaking program.
Would you like to bore your audience with the details of the streaming software, Sean? I could help you with
that. No, I don't think they're interested in that. My brother's guessing Captain and Coke. Willie's guessing Johnny Black and Coke. You're just throwing darts and missing the bullseye. Rachel's yelling no. It's very funny. Okay, so another piece of news. A good friend and supporter of Black Bag Resources, Matthew Dermody, has finished his second or third book at this point. This is Appear to Vanish, and I'll see if I can get the card up there. Appear to Vanish is all about camouflage and concealment. So something some of you guys might be interested in. You'll see I've got a whole stack of business cards here. They're going to go in with orders from Black Bag Resources, and this gets you a massive discount off of his book. So everybody's order is going to get one of those. If you're not placing an order anytime soon, but you are interested in the book, shoot me an email, text message, whatever. I'll give you the coupon code. Get a copy of the book. Support Matt. Matt's a great guy. Very, very knowledgeable in camouflage and concealment. What else is going on this week? Do we want to talk about North Korea?
Do we want to talk about North Korea? I'm fully prepped for any topic you have, Sean. You get enough drink in me here. I'll be able to give you an opinion on any subject you want.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not going to touch on it too much. It's a thing.
Nukes are a thing.
Nukes are a thing. They've tested a couple of missiles. It's suddenly the Cuban Missile Crisis with Korea, the Korean Missile Crisis. I don't know. People are upset because the president had some harsh words for a country that's threatening to nuke other countries. Get over it. Shine on. Anything you care to add?
So, when it comes to things like this, I think some of his past rhetoric has made it very easy for people to blow up things he says out of proportion. I don't think, I mean, while his comments aren't fantastic, I think they were not nearly the end of the world that they're made out to be. So that's kind of where I am.
Well, and when it comes to foreign policy and warfare, in Mattis we trust.
Yes. The patron saint of chaos.
Yeah. The warrior monk will handle it. Okay. So another thing, and this is a fun one for you guys, because I use the gear I sell. I wouldn't dare put anything in your hands that I don't trust. This is my Phoenix PD35 tactical flashlight. Just came back. I'm going to zap you. Just came back from Phoenix from being repaired. I actually killed mine. So it was a good opportunity for me to test their warranty. Yay. And it took about a week turnaround time from me to ship it out the door to get it to them to process the RMA and send it back to me. Total back in my hands in just about a week. So good turnaround time. It is the light I sent them. They didn't just replace it with a new light. So they replaced whatever needed to be replaced in the light and sent it back to me because it still has all the dents, dings, and scratches that it had when I sent it out. But there was a nice handwritten note and a couple of coupons in there. Obviously, I'm not going to use the coupons because I'm a dealer. I buy it wholesale. But if you were the end customer, it's nice that they throw you a little something extra. So, yeah, good job, Phoenix. Does anyone have any questions there? Jimmy wants to know if the doomsday clock moved yet. I don't know that doomsday clock is still a thing, is it?
I don't know. Does it have a second hand like on 60 Minutes? It's like...
Yeah, right. I think it was only the minute hand, and the closer it gets to 12 o'clock, the more awful things are. But I'm pretty sure that thing went to like 1:30 during the last administration. So whatever. Well, you know what? If we're going to go back to North Korea for a second, it's just nice that when a country makes threats, we threaten them back instead of just giving them money.
Okay, I'm with you on that one. Oh,
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You promised not to build nuclear weapons. Here, have a nuclear reactor. Let us upgrade your electrical grid. That'd be.
Yeah. What could possibly be wrong? What could? All right. So the other thing I'm going to touch on, because it got, the video got trashed last week. Matador Arms, right? Canadian manufacturer, imported into the U.S., sold through 2 brands right now. There are only 2 companies in the U.S. that are selling Matador. One of them is Black Bag Resources. So if you're interested in these products, give me a holler. I'm listing them on the website as fast as I can. Shipping is kind of slow. It's coming from a U.S. distributor, but for whatever reason, the whole thing moves really, really slow. It takes about 2 weeks for things to get to me. Is their new Stinger muzzle brake? They call it a 2-piece system. I'm going to call it a 3 or maybe even 4-piece system, because what they're talking about is muzzle brake being 1 piece, right? So there's the muzzle brake, 3 ports on the sides, 3 small ports on the top, if you can see that. It is a muzzle brake, not a flash hider. So this is Jersey compliant if you wanted to drill it and pin it in place. Has the shell that fits over top of that, so you get the benefit of directing gases with muzzle brake, and then don't have to destroy the people in the ports next to you. You can throw this shell over top, and that directs everything downrange, which is a nice touch. And it's removable. It's very user friendly. The third piece is this little spring setup, and that's kind of like just to keep tension on the shell when it's on there, to keep it from working its way off while you use it. I haven't had a chance to install this yet, but it's going to go on my 10.5-inch AR pistol, so I can blast the crap out of it. These are $90 on the website. I've got them on the lowest shipping option, so you can get one of these in your hands for under $100. And you never know, there might be a coupon on something like this soon, because these are really cool. The big claim to fame with Matador, though, is not necessarily the AR-15 market, but more the SKS market. Sabertooth. Let me grab this big boy over here.
So, Sean, we have a question here. Does the shell mount count as being threaded?
No, it does not, because it's not flash hider. It's a shell. So it's just an accessory. As far as I know, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm not giving you legal advice. If you really have a more serious question, take it up with a lawyer. But yeah, that's, of course, Angelo's asking that. Angelo, yeah, I'm going to say no, but if I'm not a lawyer. That's the long and short of it. Will New Jersey try? Shut up, Jimmy. Yeah, they might, but they can't, because ATF doesn't regulate it as a silencer, so it doesn't qualify as a silencer. Cody wants to know what the max caliber that can be used on. So they make 4 different sizes. This is the 5.56. I want to say there's 2 different thread pitches you can get in the 5.56. There's a 308, and then there's a 9mm and 2 different thread pitches if you're building a 9mm AR. But so 9mm, 308, and 5.56. Tony's excited because he sees it pulled out the Sabertooth. So I'm going to stop answering questions online for a second. Sabertooth, right? Wow. Project Sabertooth was a big deal. Oh, dude, we forgot to get the audio for that.
There's audio for it?
Yeah, there's got to be like a wildcat sound somewhere. Just throw it in while I'm talking. It doesn't matter. There's one we did for Firearms Radio Network, and I'll try and get as much of this in there as possible because I know we've got limitations on the screen. But it is a solid aluminum chassis. Requires no permanent modifications, although you are going to have to cut the nub off your receiver pin, which is not a big deal, even though Tony didn't want to do it. He's going to do it now that he's got a Mark II. This is the Mark I that I have. The Mark II was released about 6 months ago, and those are going to be available through Black Bag Resources too. I've actually got a couple orders already. The neat thing about this is it drags your SKS kicking and screaming into the 21st century. I also very highly recommend their full-length optics rail. You can see I've got a little Burris TRS 25 red dot on there. Shooting an SKS with a red dot is awesome. You got really, really low recoil, good performance out of a 7.62, longer barrel than an AK, straight recoil impulse, all these things Tony gets all worked up about. And it's a super comfortable chassis to use. So that optics rail really kicks ass. The big difference between the Mark I and the Mark II, the Mark I was really only designed for using detachable magazines. So, Pennsylvania, that's not a problem here, but in New Jersey, you can't have a detachable magazine on your SKS. Again, I'm not a lawyer. You can consult your lawyer for more information. Sabertooth Mark II has basically an extra piece that allows for easier takedown for disassembly and cleaning, and can be used with the original fixed magazine. This one couldn't. You had to switch over to detachable magazines on the Mark I. So the Mark II is New Jersey friendly. And I suspect we've got a lot of guys with old SKSs sitting in the back of the gun safe that could use a refresher, or tune up, or, a dust off, and get dropped into one of those chassis and become a real good time at the range. Here's the other thing. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but the way the law is written on an SKS in New Jersey, you can have things like collapsible stock, bayonet, pistol grip, yada, yada, yada. You just can't have the detachable magazine. But pretty much all the side folder, all the other tactical crap you can imagine can go on your SKS. Consult your attorney for more information. All right. Let me back up to the questions here. Longer handguard. Not qualified as a silencer. Angelo says on September 23rd, I'll ask a lawyer. Jimmy says, fair enough. It's a diverter. Doopy-doo. Kevin Middaw's here. Hey, Kev. And I guess you played. I can't hear the noise on this end, but I guess you guys can hear it because I see comments about did somebody step on a cat?
Yes, there was a sound.
Excellent. Can we play the sound every time Sean takes a sip? It's worth a try. You ready, John? I have no idea if that worked. Hi, Terry. Dom's mom is here. She's awesome. So the Sabertooth chassis takes a AR-15 pistol grip, AR-15 buffer tube, stock, all those good things. So again, just kind of drags your SKS kicking and screaming into the 21st century. You probably got some AR parts laying around from a different project. You can throw them on there and have a good time. You ready, John?
I saw you going for it. I already had it in process.
I'm going to keep pump faking and see if John misses one. Since we're going to use the Sabertooth sound every time I take a sip now. This has just gone completely off the rails, hasn't it?
Off the chain.
All right. What else? What else did I want to talk about tonight? We did the coupon.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about SafeCon.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Matador Arms, Phoenix flashlights. Upcoming classes. We should go over that, right?
That sounds fantastic.
The next thing I know of is August 20th is we're hosting at Range 14. We're bringing back Mike and his team from Justifiable Force, and he's doing weapon retention for the armed citizen. So for all you guys that went out and got your non-resident carry permits and you carry a handgun outside of the state of New Jersey, maybe a little weapons retention would be good for you. This one, I'll be honest with you, we just did Home Defender Handgun Tactics. That one's super popular. Everybody has a good time with it. This one's going to be a lot more physical because you're getting into the hands-on stuff at bad breath distances where somebody's trying to take your shit from you and use it to kill you. So set yourself up for success there. Come check out Mike's class. Again, reduced rate. I think it's $125 if you go to Justifiable Forces website. And if you use the coupon code Mustache, you get 50% off. So you can get into that class for like $62.50. That's insane. You're out of excuses for not taking that class. Are you going to take that class with us, John? You can come out for that one?
When is it?
August 20th.
Probably not. That's a week. That's a week before I go to dissertation research seminar.
Are you doing the wildcat noise when you take a sip?
No, just when you do.
You got to come up with a sound for you. Yeah. All right. So let's check on things here. Rachel wants to know how April's doing. April is doing great. It's been, like I said, a chaotic week here. April is healthy. Baby number 2 is healthy. His name is Seamus, whether she wants to admit it or not. But number 1 son, little Sean, has kind of taken a step backwards in potty training and is just not cooperating with the process. Apparently really likes being in diapers again, and it's killing his poor mother. So, yeah, that's the thing. Travis wants to know, did he miss What's in the Cup? No, Travis, and there's 2 different versions. Since you tuned in late, this is John from the Bear Arm Show and NJ SafeCon. John's got a mug. Show him your mug, John. He's drinking something in Coke, but nobody's guessed it yet.
Something in Coke. We can narrow it down to whiskey. Do we have to get brands?
I've got my mug. And of course, I'm drinking something. So, yeah. People are saying hi to each other. Angela wants to know about the Minuteman Challenge. Yeah, we did another Minuteman Challenge over the weekend because we were supposed to do a rifle class. Nobody was interested because it was just a beginner level rifle class. And you guys, most of you have done that already. So we dropped that from the calendar. We did a Minuteman Challenge. Dominic came out. David came out. I'm trying to think of who else was there. Alan Wong and Big Brian, the Viking, came out. Everybody had a good time. We shot probably between 250 and 300 rounds. Yeah, and it's neat. What the big feedback we got was, we get that it's the Minuteman Challenge and it's got to be done on short notice, but could you at least tell us when it's going to happen if you're not going to give us the specifics about what's going to happen? So keep an eye out. Tony and I are going to work that out. We're going to put it on the calendar. We'll let you know a couple of weeks in advance. And then the Friday before that event, we're going to tell you what gun to bring, what caliber, ammo, all those things. So we still keep that element of surprise in there. If nothing else, it's been a huge advertisement for RE Factor Tacticals, Dead Man Hand, training cards and targets, because that's what we use the first couple of events. People really like them. And I know probably half the people that have attended ran out and bought those. And we're probably helping out with people buying shot timers too. What sound are you using when you drink, John?
Chewbacca.
Nice. Cody wants to know if we'll be able to do a Mac 10 class. Absolutely. That's a one-on-one lesson though, Cody. So you let me know where I'm coming and I will bring it with me. April's apparently having computer problems. Cody says, I have a great wife. Dude, you don't know the half of it. She is incredible. Tony says, it's John from the Bear Arm Show podcast radio show program show. That's him. Tim says, Sean is drinking Jameson and ginger. Incorrect. Sorry, Tim. No points awarded this round. All right. So April and Rachel are having a conversation about jalapeno jelly. I'm glad they can sort that out directly without without me having to get involved, because Rachel was like screaming at me before we went on the air. Yeah, good times. Travis is guessing Captain Morgan and coconut. Incorrect. No. Jimmy thinks it's even funnier because I can't hear it. Yeah, we'll have to we'll have to work that out. April says BBR should sell the cards. I do. I got to reach out to RE Factor Tactical and see if there's a dealer option on that stuff. And Rachel says it's better when John does the noise himself. Well, that sounds like a challenge, John. Let's hear it.
I don't know if my mic is going to be up.
Do it. That doesn't sound like Chewbacca. That sounds like some kind of bird.
I'm not getting
what the
it
hell
right.
is that? What the hell?
Have mercy.
April's commenting on John's Uncle Jesse hair. Everybody noticed John's fabulous hair. He's let it grow out for the summer. Obviously, you're an indoorsy guy because that's a lot of hair. That gets hot if you're outside. What are you using to style that, Crisco?
What do I use to style it? I don't know why you would ask me such things, Sean.
Nothing?
No, it's like a hairspray.
I like this. Will says it sounds more like a Jetsons cruiser flying by than Chewbacca. Tony says it sounds like a Tribble from Star Trek. That's a good reference.
That's pretty good,
yeah,
actually.
that's legit.
That's really good.
That's legit. The Tribble purr. Oh, God, that's funny. Oh, buddy. Here's something else kind of cool. Extended mag release for your SKS. Matador Arms. Made in Canada. Genuine Canadian.
Did you just assume I had an SKS?
Did I just assume your collection? The hell was that? That was thunder? That sounds like North Koreans coming. Yeah, crazy. Oh, Rachel says, stand back, ladies. He's all mines. Mines. Yeah, I agree with Tony. Everyone should have an SKS. There's a SafeCon 2015 mug still available.
That's right. There's still a couple of them laying around.
All right, my brother's bugging me about what was the stay in your lane thing from earlier. So, like I
he's
said,
about
it's
to
been a
get into
frustrating
it.
week. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell it's getting serious when I pull my glasses off and start rubbing my face because I'm frustrated. Warning signs of my blood pressure being up. I notice increasingly people are weighing in on subjects they have no business discussing. And some of those subjects are things that, gosh, we're awfully educated on in this particular circle. Pretty much me, John, Tony, everybody watching the podcast. You guys, I would value your opinion a lot more than some of the other knuckleheads that have been making comments on the interwebs on certain subjects. So, yeah. A lot of folks passing themselves off as the internet subject matter experts who need to stay in their lane and shut the hell up. Conversely, I had enough of a couple of people running off at the mouth and kind of swerved out of my lane a little bit and told them exactly where they could park their pickup. So, yeah, that's what staying in your lane is about. Know your value, know your worth. Don't meddle in other people's affairs. that really aren't your business. Stay in your lane. Tony says the second Red Dawn movie is coming true. Yeah, not a chance, Tony. We're not putting a minigun on a freaking Mustang. That's just stupid. Almost had the Red Dawn movie come true to the exact day, maybe next year. I don't know, Will. Not sure. Not liking it.
I don't know. Wouldn't that require like North Korean forces to invade the United States?
Listen, there's a lot of different ways I could go. Here's my bigger concern. If we're going to talk about nuclear weapons and smaller rogue states, everybody thinks, even though it's a nuclear weapon, conventional uses of nuclear weapons, right? That they're going to pick a target, they're going to nuke that target, and that's going to blow some stuff up. That's not necessarily the most dangerous way to deploy a nuclear weapon against a larger opponent, right? When we're talking asymmetrical warfare, you can airburst a nuke and cause an EMP, which is an electromagnetic pulse that's going to do a lot more damage to the infrastructure than just sacking one city, right? You're going to shut down a much larger radius of electronic equipment and create far more chaos doing that. Yeah, Angelo's with me. He's talking about the EMP in the chat there. He's also warning me to expect a call from HR on Monday. That'll be our standard Monday morning meeting. Doesn't bother me. Tony's going to strap a high point carbine to his busted ass Volvo instead of the minigun on the Mustang. Freshwater damage, farmland, cascade failure. Yeah, guys are commenting here about all kinds of stuff. Rachel says, okay, now we're getting into some Matrix stuff, which she's not on board with, but that's okay. So that's, to me, the bigger concern. So how do you the EMP from the Matrix? Gotta shut down the Reavers.
Oh, it's perfect.
Ridiculous. So you probably just drop some people out of the sky with the blast. Yeah, you fire that thing off, you give it a couple of weeks, and then you have your land-based invasion for mop-up. But realistically, you don't even have to send ground troops after that. You air detonate a couple of nukes, you're going to shut down major portions of the country. And gosh, don't we have a major electrical grid right in California that's within striking distance of North Korea, based on speculation on the missiles they're currently using? No, you don't think so? You're making faces, John.
I'm just following along with you, man.
You can disagree. I mean, if you think I'm wrong that they can't hit Cali.
No, I think they can.
But that electrical grid is out there that sacks the left coast. I mean, don't get me wrong. They can have parts of California. I'm okay with it. California wants to secede at this point anyway. So I hope they have their own missile defense. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Anybody read 1 Second After? It was an awesome book. Talks about basically just that. And it was written by an intel wonk who took what he knew about that particular threat and wrote a fictitious story based on it. April's enjoying your faces. I don't know what's going on. What the hell are you doing, John? He's just amusing himself at this point. We're not even like...
I'm getting a buzz.
Clearly. Angelo saying, book, Economic Collapse Chronicles. Okay, the book is Economic Collapse Chronicles by Mark Goodwin. That's another one. I haven't read that one. Check it out. I have a library card now. I can try and get it from the library.
You have
long reach to Chicago or even East Coast.
I wish I had a library card.
According to Will. 3 distinct grids in the U.S., East, West, and Texas. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the breakdown. Where's the one out here, Angelo? If you know off the top of your head. Jimmy says plot twist: Cal exit ends quickly, and not how they planned it. Yeah. Suddenly they're not so quick to embrace communism when there's Koreans marching down the street and none of their electricity works. John's face is getting pinker from the beginning podcast, so yeah, he's buzzed. Yeah, that's a thing. Limerick Power Plant, where is that, Cody? I know we've got a couple of nuclear plants out this way. There's another one in Jersey, down by my sister. Those are obviously targets for something like that. Because if you're going to knock out the electricity, you want to knock it out where it's produced, and that just shuts down all kinds of stuff. But yeah, and think about it, guys. How many people do you know that are on some sort of medication that needs to be refrigerated, right? And if that's a life-saving medication that they have to have, and there's no electricity, how long is that medication good for? 3, maybe 4 days if they have a good cooler? What happens after that? It's bad news. You know, it's not necessarily the big gun battles between uniformed Korean soldiers and uniformed American soldiers on American soil. It's a war of attrition, and you get into some pretty hinky stuff pretty quick. Major node went down in New York a few years and took out New York City. Yeah, the blackout in New York was a big deal. But he says Limerick is outside of Valley Forge, so that's like an hour from me. Tony's guessing Jack and Coke for John.
So close.
Try Jack and Coke, right? It's
whiskey.
Whatever.
Do we have to be brand specific?
Yeah. Because that's how you would order it, right? Oh man, that must have been a tough one. We both sipped. Did you get like the Wildcat and the?
No, I wasn't doing anything on that one.
Lame.
You missed it. I was dancing earlier to Will Smith.
Yeah, I can't hear the music, so I have no idea what the hell you're doing on your end. This is going to be an interesting show for me to go back and watch.
There's going to be like all these Easter eggs and layers to it for you. And
for real. Just through the whole thing. Like, what the hell are you doing over there, John? What are you doing?
That's not happening.
That looks right.
Right? I'll leave it at this. My ass will not be on camera.
Who's asking for?
He wanted my tail feather.
Who's what? Oh, Tony. Of course, Tony's being inappropriate. Shocker. Boots on the ground. No army would have a chance against American hunters. Yeah, at this point, Angelo, I think we are so whooped that where's the beep? All right. So let's break that down for a second, John. Where's the beep? Right? When we do trainings and stuff, and sometimes we use a shot timer, sometimes there's commands to start, all things that let the student know when to jump off. If you're suddenly involved in a war of attrition in your hometown, how do you know when to start? And how do you know who to shoot? It gets convoluted. Fog of war sets in real quick, right?
So if we're going to be serious about it, what's your objective, right? Is your objective to survive? Is your objective to expel the invader? I mean, if it's just myself and my family, I'm not interested in getting into a shooting war with anybody. I'm interested in escape and evasion.
Right. And here's the other thing. I don't think 99% of the civilian population is ready to get into actual combat, myself included, right? What that requires is a complete lifestyle change. And I think too many people are going to go, oh yeah, well, they're an occupying army, but you gotta deal with them. They're here now. Live with it. Just like we live with a bunch of other crap we shouldn't be tolerating, taxes and shit from our own government. So I don't think the mentality would change as quickly as people think. If there were an actual invasion,
you don't think which mentality? I'm not sure I follow you.
The passive, subjugated mentality that a lot of Americans have right now, I don't think is going to suddenly flip a switch and everybody's going to gear up and go out in the street and start killing bad guys.
No.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think realistically, you're going to have little pockets of resistance where you're going to find local folks are saying, don't come down this street, right? It's not safe down here for you guys because we don't want you here. The opposite side of that is they're now going to have to figure out how to maintain their own infrastructure. Because when you set up a resistance like that, you can't just stop and go to the grocery store or leave to go to work every day because you're now in combat mode. You can't do that. You can't have it both ways. So it's a thing. All right, let's check out the comments here. Tony and Rachel are laughing at each other. April says our society is not trained to be Minutemen at this point, physically or mentally. Anyone has been given permission to approach is considered a threat. Zombie apocalypse rules. See, this is and that's my brother, but that's the kind of macho fantasy stuff that I think a lot of people aren't really going to get on board with if something were to happen. Will's making political commentary. As long as the kids have Wi-Fi, they won't even look up from their phones. Yeah, that's probably accurate, Travis. Cody, I have coworkers that'll roll over with the idea of people waiting for more than a few minutes or a background check for a rifle and change it to 6 days or longer. The same people just roll over for everybody else. That's what I'm saying. I think realistically, we put up with a lot, and a lot of people would just tolerate that too. April. Yeah, all right. And this is why I love my wife. That's why you need to know your neighbors and have them on board. It's good job. That is the key to everything. It really is, right? Whether it's building a bug out bag, you have to have a destination. If you're planning a resistance, you have to recruit. Always be recruiting for whatever it is, whatever crisis, emergency situation you're putting your kit together for. And this is probably something I'll talk about at the CNJFO picnic at the end of the month on, what's that, 26th or 27th? 27th, August 27th. They want me to talk about an emergency plan. So kind of broad. I'll touch on a few things, but that's really what it breaks down to. It's not what you buy, it's who you deal with, right? It's the people. The people are always more important than the stuff, guys. Figure it out. And you know this, man, because that's exactly how I run this business. It's not about you buying shit. It's about what can I do for you? What can you learn? What can you do? Right?
The second is for everyone. Invaders shoot.
Tony's always trying to push his bullshit brand on top of mine.
What's up with that guy, man?
Yeah. Second is for everyone. Invader shoot. Hey, can you guys donate ammo?
I don't know what's up with that, Tony. I mean, just
I don't know.
These guys and everything,
trying to brand things and just shove your brand in people's face all the time. I don't know why you got to be like that. Angelo thinks it's going to be the small communities that do the best. Interesting take. And we could probably do a whole show just on this topic, but we're running short on time. Rachel says, yeah, me and the crazy old lady across the street going to stage a coup. Insurrection. Los insurrectos. There's Tony. No shame. 762 by 39 needed.
Nice.
Call Putin. Oh, wait. Not allowed.
Too soon.
What? Too soon? Really? 9mm 5.56. 9mm. Why don't you get a man's pistol? That's what I'm talking about. That's some of the stay in your lane stuff. I get so sick of people having these inane arguments about caliber in a handgun. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Carry what you like. Be done with it. You want a 9? Carry a 9. You want to carry a 380? Carry a 380. You want a 32 revolver? Have at it. You want a 20-round 5.7 in your pocket? Go for it. I don't even care if it's state legal. Macho crap or not, I'm smashing the internal bottle and feeding my dog with the people that come through the door. Ew, Jimmy, you're just not right. April says small secluded communities have the means to be self-sufficient. Hey, Angelo, I'm pretty sure if the Koreans invade, you won't need a CCW. Just saying. Pretty sure that justifiable need will go right out the window.
Where are the Koreans invading now? They're not invading Jersey, are they?
No, they would come to California first.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're invading from New Jersey.
That's
Democratic People's Republic of New Jersey.
That's right. They feel right at home.
DPRNJ. Tony says Sean's drinking a cup of F it. Close. Cody says people would use all that 22 they've been hoarding. Yeah, except they won't hit the broadside of a barn because they ain't been practicing. Oh, snap. I said it. John. I said it.
Yeah, say it, man. Say it loud.
Guys, it's been almost an hour. Have you had enough of this nonsense yet?
No, I'm having a good time.
Of course you are. You and I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning on New Year's doing this.
Yes, we did.
That went off the rails and just went totally insane. The Bear Arm Show. You can look that up. It's probably the last episode you did, jerk.
No, it's not. It's not the last episode.
There's been like 3 or 4 since
there's only been a couple cents, but
you remember when the Bear Arm Show used to be a weekly program?
I do remember that.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm? Oh, you're cold.
John needs to get a glass of Act Right. Keep it going. This has been fun. Shark bite again. No, Dominic, it's not a shark bite. Sorry. They can come to our Minuteman Challenge and learn the skills. Jimmy wants more sound effects. Jimmy's just asking for more sound effects. Give Jimmy Conor McGregor. That's what I think Jimmy needs to hear. He wants to keep talking. Yeah.
Oops.
What the fuck is that guy?
What are you doing?
It opened in the same window as the Hangout, so it replaced you for a second.
Nah, whatever. No big deal. Travis is saying goodnight because he's got to work tomorrow. Doing super secret squirrel stuff for the Gobiernos.
Villa Menace?
Yeah. La Migra. No. Yeah, you saw the screen flip? Yeah. That's what he was just talking about. He went to cue the audio and threw it in my window by mistake.
No. Yeah, I thought that was me messing with the audio again, and here you are playing with your flashlight.
It's a good time. I'll take it. What else, guys? Because that's all I wanted to cover. Who's going to run out? I should say, get on paladinpress.com and get a copy of Matt Dermody's new book.
You know, I like the
George
R.R. Martin tie-in there.
Mm-hmm.
With the Song of Ice and Fire quote.
Yeah. Ice and Fire. Fire and Fury.
The Game of Thrones guy.
Listen to Tony's nonsense. The anti-invader militia needs uniforms, and 2A4E Diversity Shoot tees are available on diversityshoot.com. Can you believe he thinks I'm dumb enough to give him the airtime to advertise diversityshoot.com?
You just kind of
where he's selling 2A4E. Shut up. 2A4E t-shirts for $25 shipped. $25 shipping for a 2A4E Diversity Shoot t-shirt, limited edition, that's only available until the end of August at diversityshoot.com. He's a sucker if he thinks I'm going to put that on the air for him.
Where did he think you were going to direct people to find that?
He thinks I'm going to direct people to his website, diversityshoot.com. He's got another thing coming. I'm not falling for it.
You showed him.
I sure did. Now in black. Racist. What? Why is it always about color with you, Tony? NJ Safe tickets are available. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's something we need to talk about with NJ SafeCon. Tickets are available, $20 each. You can go to njsafe.net.
Why are you directing them to njsafe.net, dude? This is your show.
Or blackbagresources.com, authorized ticket merchant.
That's right.
For NJSafeCon.
You know what else came out this week, and something that's only good until Sunday.
There's a coupon code. I heard there's a coupon code. Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is. And I think you can take advantage of that coupon code at Black Bag Resources.
What's the coupon code, or is it a secret?
Secret.
It's a secret coupon code?
Secret
coupon code?
Yeah.
The coupon code is secret?
Secret.
So we're not going to tell you the secret coupon code?
Secret.
Because it's secret?
That's right. It is literally secret.
SECRET. That's the coupon code.
It's a secret.
For you dense guys that aren't getting it. So, yeah, go to blackbagresources.com to get your general admission tickets to NJSafeCon. Use coupon code SECRET to get 10% off.
That's right. So if you want to know the origin of that, basically Moms Demand Action had a national conference down in St. Louis where they got about 500 people.
Wow.
And they didn't make any announcements to the media.
Of course not.
So it was kind of a secret meeting. The only media coverage came from some columnists afterwards. And,
who were probably
found out
part
about
of the
it
organization.
because people were putting pictures up on Twitter of, hey, we're at the thing. So they had their secret meeting. So now NJ Safe Conference is a secret meeting in Princeton, New Jersey on September 23rd, 2017.
That's right. Secret. Don't tell all your friends. Bring them with you. And we're going to have a super secret meeting with Pro Gunners. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be secret squirrel stuff.
Super secret. John's going to be there.
And I'd like to
see
see us. I think we can get 500 people there from New Jersey and match the national attendance of the Moms Demand Action Conference.
The national fugazery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so who are some of the speakers that are going to be at SafeCon?
Some of the speakers, well, we have the great Evan Nabin, of course. He's going to be talking. We also have Mr.
New Jersey's
Scott
premier
Bach.
firearms attorney. Who else you got?
Premier firearms attorney, Mr. Scott Bach, the executive director of ANJRPC. We'll also have Mr.
Scott Bach catches a lot of flack on Facebook.
He does. He catches a lot of hate on Facebook. He catches
a lot of flack because Scott's one of those guys that's in Trenton all the time, constantly working on this.
Right.
He's like full-time in the 2A fight, and because he doesn't give out his playbook, people want to give him shit.
Right. So
people who do nothing but sit on their butts and post comments on Facebook feel that they can tell Scott Bach how to do his damn job.
You saw what I saw.
Hey guys, how about you shut up?
Here's the thing.
Show a little support and quit being whiny little bitches.
You guys, you and Tony I've heard multiple times say you can either talk about it or you can be about it. So Scott's about it. He doesn't talk about it. I mean, he has to talk about, the things that are going on in the community. He's got to talk about things that are going on in the legislature. He's got to talk about things that they're doing. But he's not out there. He's not out there to prove himself. It isn't about him, right? So that's
he's not spilling the beans. He is. Yeah, I've met Scott a couple of times at SafeCon. At your event that you did a Gun for Hire for your birthday. Scott was nice and just regular guy, right?
Yep.
Chit chat with him. He'll talk to you.
Right.
It's really disappointing that he's got this public persona that for some reason people feel it's okay to throw tomatoes at when he's in it deeper than maybe anybody else in New Jersey.
Yes, I would say that he probably is. I would say probably is.
And people want to give him crap for it. All right, moving on. That's enough about.
By the way, Rachel says, for those guys that are out there throwing shade, for Scott, that she'll offer them a ride in the Wambulance to SafeCon. For the
Tony's got the answer. They won't come. even with a free ride in the ambulance, they won't come.
Yeah.
Because they would have to come out from behind their computer and make face in public. So, moving on.
Here's the other thing too. I know you want to move on.
It is the official opinion of Black Bag Resources and this podcast. Scott Bach is one of the good guys. There you have it.
That's right. But if you're out there and you have a different idea of something that you think should be done, start doing it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. If you think that Second Amendment Women's Group is not catering to experienced shooters and is only catering to new shooters, that was one of the BS comments I saw on Facebook this week that had me swerving. Feel free to start your own organization. You don't have to join SAW.
You might not even
if you feel ANJRPC is not doing enough in the fight in Trenton.
And this
feel free to start your own organization. If you think Tony's the Second is for everyone is just a fundraiser and a fun thing to go to and doesn't do enough in the fight for the Second Amendment community, guess what? Start your own shit. Go for it. I double dog dare you.
You might not even need an organization. You might just be able to do something.
How about it? Just do something. Just do something. Put up or shut up. But if you want to do something, and Will, are you still here? Is Will still watching? Because Will's part of a group. Angelo might be involved too. There's a couple other small organizations cater to specific demographics in New Jersey to get them involved in firearms. Listen, if you guys need support, let me know what I can do to help you, because I'm down for whatever. Right? It's not that I help Tony out just because Tony and I are friends. If your organization needs help, call me, send me an email, let me know what I can do to support your efforts, and I'm freaking there, right? I'm there.
Hey,
you guys show up for his thing, right? I'm talking about Hispanics for Gun Rights in New Jersey.
Our relationship,
right as I said, it comes up on the screen. Hispanics for Gun Rights in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So obviously catering to a specific demographic, which is fine, right? They're in a specific area. That's what they're targeting. Go for it, guys. Kick ass. Do it. Start having meetings. Start selling T-shirts. Start raising money. Start letter writing campaigns. Start knocking on doors. Do whatever you think you got to do. Because look, you got a major election coming up in New Jersey in a couple of months. Get on board and kick some ass. Let me know what I can do to help you. I can't take signatures because I'm not from the state of New Jersey on a petition. That would invalidate your petition. But if you want help, we'll figure something out. Like I started to say earlier, I don't support Tony's event just because Tony and I are friends. I support Tony's event because I believe in the damn mission. You want to do it, let's do it.
No, I think
you can talk about it or be about it.
If you look at you and I mean, our relationship's built off of two-way activism. I mean, that's how we got to get to know each other. Right. You don't have to be friends with someone when you start. I mean, those relationships get built, as you move through the activity and doing what you're doing and being open to supporting other people's ideas and, not worrying about who gets all the credit.
Well, and that's the other thing. Obviously, everybody watching this, because it's on my page, right? Whatever. Everybody knows who I am. So in some way, they think I'm a big deal. They're watching my show. Here's the bottom line. I'm nobody, right? I'm nobody. John's a heavy hitter. Dan Ingram is a heavy hitter. Anthony Calandro is a heavy hitter. These are people that do big things. Well, guess what? I hang out with all these people now because I showed up. You want to be a heavy hitter in the 2A community in New Jersey? It's easy. Show up. It's all you got to do. It's not some magic formula. It's not some secret society that you can't get into. Just show up. Go to SafeCon. You'll rub elbows with everybody. You want to talk to Evan Knappen and bend his ear? You can get him. You want to get up in Scott Bach's backside about you don't know what he's doing? Well, guess what? You can corner him and he'll talk to you. And I'll tell you another thing about Scott Bach. You start chit-chatting with him, he starts talking a little bit. You might find out some stuff you didn't know before.
Just a little.
But you got to show up. That's all it takes. All right. Let's go back to the comments. Tony says everybody's activist. Jimmy says he's scared about November. Tony says he's just heavy. He's not a heavy hitter. He's just heavy.
Hey,
he ain't
Tony.
heavy, man. He's my brother.
Oh, you beat me to it. Damn it.
You got to be fast. That's why it's my show.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother. The silky smooth tones.
Mm-hmm.
John Willett.
You see Jack's comment? Shit talker shitgalate. Jack, that's magical. I'm so glad you're here. You ready? Because it's almost like a perfect cue up for. There it is. Hater's gonna hate. Deflagrator's gonna deflagrate, and shit talker's gonna shitgalate. Apparently. That's pretty funny, Jack. Well played. Well played. But yeah, stay in your lane.
Hashtag facts.
Right? Boom. How's my chest looking? I've been doing exercises.
Good.
Don't make it weird, John. Don't make it weird.
Oh, we're just scratching the surface. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what she said. Wow. All right. Boy, that went off the rails and ran a half an hour longer than we expected it to.
Oh, wait, we had an expected time?
Yeah, dude, I only do an hour on this.
Oh.
It's Friday night. People got stuff to do.
That's true.
Right?
Friday.
Armand popped in for a minute. I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah, I saw him pop in too.
Jack's here. Shitgalate, when you talk crap online and the people you talk about light into your ass. Nice, Tony. Nice. Yeah, that might have happened this week. that might have been one of my 3 big swerves.
Someone turned my mic off.
Rachel's got a request to kill your mic.
It's cold. I'm the producer, though, baby.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Can't stop
That's
me.
it, guys.
Sean can't even stop me.
It's true. I can yell bye, Felicia, as much as I want. It's not going to cut until you cut it.
Woo! BBR takeover.
Yeah, I've got no control here anymore. I've been hijacked. I've been shanghaied.
Woo! It's all over now.
Ugh.
All right, so
I really
do you have a closing statement, or are we? What's your plan?
I'm just tired. That's my closing statement.
That's your tired. I say we Facebook Live you sleeping all night. That'd be fun.
That's just creepy. Cue up more music and dance off the show. Hell no.
Rachel,
Jack says he came at the right time.
Rachel doesn't.
Rachel knows where the fuse box is.
We don't have a fuse box, Rachel. It's not a fuse box. It's a breaker box.
Ha!
It's close enough. All right,
no,
guys.
I'm waiting
Thanks
for her
tuning
to say
in.
fun sucker because I suck the fun out of everything she does.
Tony's still demanding.
Oh
you
wait,
get
here
jiggy.
we go. Here we go. We got to go out with getting jiggy with it, I guess.
No, please don't.
You don't want to. You don't want to get jiggy
No,
with it.
we can't, John. We can't do the music because that gets it pulled from Facebook.
Oh, it's way too late for that.
I learned it the hard way. No, what I'm saying,
you didn't see me
this once
dancing
before.
earlier, did you?
I saw you dancing. I couldn't hear the music.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was Will
realize
Smith
that was
happening right there.
Total freaking hijacker. Jimmy wants to know what was in the mugs. Everybody's going to be disappointed. I was drinking orange Powerade.
Oh, what was in the mugs?
What
Maker's
did you
Mark
know?
and Pepsi.
Maker's Mark. Fancy. You forget that John is classy.
I have a classy wife who buys me classy things.
Yeah, well, she's better than you in every way, and you know it.
That's fair.
Welcome to the club.
Where's the thing to turn this off?
Seriously?
Okay, I found it. We're good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you again next week when we do all this crazy shenanigans again. Bye, Felicia. I don't know. Is it off? It looks like it's still running. I can't tell. Did you stop recording?
I stopped the live.